Ready for a roll
Yeah.
call? Okay. And please be mindful to put your mics down. Quite a few are still up. So. Okay. Board Member Dyar.
Here.
Board Member Goodhue.
Here.
Board Member Gualtieri.
Here.
Board Member Pomeroy.
Here.
And Chair Chroman.
Here. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do we have any announcements today? No announcements. Then we'll move forward with the consent agenda and move forward with the regular meeting notes from March 17th. Everybody got a chance to review those. Were there any comments on those meeting notes? If no comments, do we have a motion to approve them?
So moved. Second.
Okay.
Board Member Dyar.
Yes.
Board Member Goodhue.
Yes.
Board Member Gualtieri.
Yes.
Board Member Pomeroy.
Yes.
And Chair Chroman.
Yes. Okay, and then we'll move on to public hearings. So we have DR 25064 for a track 1 design review.
Good afternoon, board members. I wanted to start by just going over process briefly, because this is a more unique permit than we normally see here. This is for a non-historic property in the downtown conservation district. So step 1 was they submitted their application. It was reviewed, determined to be complete, and then scheduled for the next available HRB meeting. Step 2 was here, the HRB meeting, with where we're going to be looking for a recommendation from you guys as to whether the proposed project is consistent with the character of the downtown conservation district, this proposed project. And so in the code, they list out 2 points that are under review for these projects in the conservation district. It's whether the floor area ratio is increasing and if the proposed development is consistent with the design context of the conservation district. And then step 3 will be after the fact, staff will approve or deny based off if it meets the criteria for design guidelines for the plaza and based off your recommendation. So first I want to show the existing storefront. We were just there, so you saw it in person, but here's some pictures that Kathryn was nice enough to grab for me of the storefronts. Currently all the windows are closed up and the doors are closed. Here is the proposed storefronts. There are going to be some minor changes to the designs before staff issues an approval for this project, and I can go into them further as we look into the plans. But this is the basic idea. Well, after the presentation, thank you. The applicant kindly provided samples of the exterior materials for the storefront, so I wanted to make sure you guys could see them in person. So here is the north storefront as looked at from above. So you can see that there's the plaza has specific guidelines on the amount of recessions of the storefront itself to create some diversity, so it's not just all at the property line and not all just set back. So this is the north storefront on Ocean, and here's the west storefront that is in the interior of the plaza. So it meets all the required recessed portions of the facade. It meets all the requirements for bay windows and what percentage of the facade can be taken up by protrusions from bay windows, and it meets the requirements for door recessions. And then here is the list of the main exterior materials. It's the burnished brass painted aluminum, and then the travertine, thank you, stone cladding that'll be on the outside. And then there is the signage that's associated with it. It's proposed to be little over 3, basically 4-inch tall letters that will be about 6 feet 9 inches wide for the total dimensions of the sign. They were proposing to have individual lighting for the individual letters. the plaza allows for, I believe it's 1 light per 3 square feet. So I worked with the applicant on that to reduce the amount of lighting, but in the end they decided to do no lighting for the signage, so that won't be an issue and it meets all of the guidelines. And wall-mounted signs are allowed to be a total of 6 square feet. Because of the size of the sign, the letters are only 4 inches and it's 6 feet 9 wide. It's roughly 2 square feet, so it meets our requirements for signs as well. With that, I'm recommending that the HRB recommend that it meets the established design context of the Downtown Conservation District, and that a motion to adopt the resolution be found. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.
Great. Do we have any questions for Jacob? Does the owner's representative wish to make a statement or anything like that? No? Okay. Any comments from the general public as we open the meeting? Okay, hearing none, I will close the meeting again. Any discussion on this project in particular? Okay, do we have a motion on approval of the project?
I would just say it looks like quite an elegant design, nicely done by HGHB, and look forward to seeing it built near my office. So
beautiful materials too.
And I hope I can afford to buy clothes there someday.
We should have had some.
I know.
That's right. Okay, do we have a motion to adopt the resolution?
I move that we adopt DR 5064 as written by staff.
Second.
Okay.
Roll call vote. Board Member Dyar.
Yes.
Board Member Goodhue.
Yes?
Board Member Gualtieri.
Yes.
Board Member Pomeroy.
Yes.
And Chair Chroman.
Yes,
Motion passes.
great.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you. Do we have anything from the director?
Yes, we have 3 public meetings held in the chambers this week, so I'll just quickly review what the 3 are. Tomorrow on Tuesday, there's a joint City Council and Planning Commission meeting to discuss the amended housing element. And then on Wednesday, the council is discussing strategic priorities, and it's a budget workshop. And on Thursday, TAMC, the Transportation Authority of Monterey County, is holding a public meeting about the Regional Vision Zero Action Plan, which is a safety initiative to reduce or eliminate fatalities on our roadways. And then I would also mention that we have a new public works director who just started last week. His name is Ken Wysocki. So that's an important position for the city.
Awesome, thank you.
And some big shoes to fill with the
Certainly.
former public works director, who I think everybody respected. Good.
Do we have any future agenda items? Okay, and then our next regular meeting is the 16th of June. Before we end this very rapid session of the HRB, I do want to thank Kathy Pomeroy for her service to our board. This will be her last meeting. We'll have the mayor and team are appointing a new team member for us, but we've certainly appreciated having Kathy as a member of our team, and appreciate the work that you put in during your time here. Do you want to say anything to the team?
I've really enjoyed being here, and I've learned a lot.
Good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kathy.
thank you so much.
Thanks for your service, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. With no further items on the agenda or anything else, let's adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.